Hi, my name is Musani Dube. For those of you who might not know me, for family, friends, well, you've supported us through various means, whether words of encouragement or, yeah, just in various ways that you've encouraged us while we've had an opportunity to hike some amazing hiking trails here in Cape Town and surrounding areas. So yeah, it's been a couple of years now, and it's been yeah, nothing short of amazing. And one's got to stop at some point and just ask how all this has come to be, because it's not like something that one ever got to sit down and plan, and that we're going to do a thing like this. And quite frankly, there are many hobbies out there that a person can undertake. And so, yeah, the thought just does sort of like come to mind is, you look back and sort of like try to connect the dots. But yeah, so really the purpose of this video is, among other things, because in recent times, I've sort of like felt a need to use my voice a little bit more. I've certainly documented just about every hiking trail that we've done, and sort of like shared it to a limited audience. Yeah, there's a bit of an intention to be a little bit more public, and that's always a huge stepping stone. And so I just thought to say, for those on my YouTube channel that have seen a few clips that I've done recently, and yeah, there's definitely a face behind that voice, so it's not some AI generated voice or anything of that sort. And yeah, you'll be able to tell with the typical human mistakes that I'm going to make along the way. But yeah, so basically, there's a context to everything. So, um, as I mentioned earlier, why hiking? And I think the one thing that I just want to be quick to mention is that as 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 a Christian, yeah, I just don't believe anything is a coincidence. And the fact that one can look back and be able to connect some dots, inevitably you see the hand of God in it all, and you've got to ask yourself, okay, I find myself living in this city that gets yeah, millions of tourists coming, whether annually, and yeah, they just come to see the mountains, the coastlines, the hiking trails. It's an incredibly biodiverse city. So how do I find myself living here at this point in time, and what is God's purpose for me being here, for us being here? And yeah, so you basically see, I mean, as I mentioned, we're doing all this hiking, and I can see just how God has used people to sort of like get me involved in something that otherwise I would have never have found myself doing. And it's God has used relationships, and those relationships um, have Christ. Those relationships have Jesus in common, and that's how the friendships have come about to be. Basically, yeah. So basically, everything that I've learned and continue to learn about hiking, I've learned from other people, and it's just amazing just how much you can learn from other people. And yeah, so I just want to also take this opportunity just to say thanks to all my hiking buddies, to family, and yeah, just for the support, just for being there, just the guys I hike with, the bits of information, just for entertaining all my questions, because basically that's how we learn. And and so, as I mentioned, I've decided just to be a little bit more public, but like I mentioned, there's a context to everything. And I've had to stop and think about that. There's the geographical context of where we are hiking, and there's the historical context, because ultimately this is a place of both historical and modern day significance. And but but also as a Christian, there's the spiritual context, and so I believe that God wants me as a believer, wants us as Christians to acknowledge Him. And He has created this world that we live in, and that is clear in Genesis chapter 1. I'd encourage you, if you haven't read that book, just to go and read chapter 1 at least, and just to hear how this world and how we came into being. And so ultimately, the desire is to enjoy God's creation and to give Him the glory, to get out there, enjoy the trails, enjoy the company of the people that I'm with, explore, learn as much as I can about the vegetation, the historical context of things, and to give God the glory for all of it. And so basically, that is the motive, and that is the primary motive, I'd say. And yeah, so basically, the plan today is to get out to Bloberg Beachfront and just to discuss a little more of the geographical context and touch a little bit on the historical aspects as well, of this general area that we get to hike, and yeah. And so, I just want to take this opportunity just to say thank you. So this will be a bit of a short series, most of which I hope to do from Bloberg Beachfront. Why Bloberg Beachfront? Well, as I mentioned, Cape Town is an amazing place. There's so many locations from which you could do this, but Bloberg Beachfront provides for spectacular views of the Table Mountain, and the other mountains around it. It provides, and when you're looking in that direction from Bloberg, you're basically looking south, and the peninsula extends in that direction, and a good amount of our hikes have taken place on the Cape Peninsula and surrounding areas. And we just want to stop and take a look at it from Bloberg, and um, all part of as part of looking just at the geographical context of these areas that we get to hike. And so basically, I think I'm going to leave it here, and wishing you a blessed day. Thank you.